Greetings, beloved. Hi, I'm Dr. Amanda Noelle, and this video is to help women and men stop chasing their twin flame and help that twin flame come back chasing you. So first, I'm going to start off with a quick story. Have you ever heard the one about the princess who was at the top of her castle tower, and she had her beloved, the knight in shining armor, the Prince Charming, down below, and he was on his horse, and he was like, all right, come down, jump down from the tower, I will catch you. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm scared of heights, but all right, I'm gonna do it. And so she leaps out of the window, just, trusting the universe. And then she realizes upon getting close to the horse that actually he's whipped his horse and he's like taking off and he's just running like crazy. And so, this is like a really long fall, and she has like stumps for legs now. Her legs are like broken and busted and nasty. And what does she do? She's like chasing him. Come back, wait, you're supposed to save me. And that princess was me. All right, y'all. So hopefully you enjoy a little bit of humor here with the nastiness, but I see so many people, men and women alike, chasing after their twin flame, which just creates this repulsion. So many people are just struggling with the runner-chaser dynamics, and it could be going back and forth for years. I've seen even people really talking about someone from 20 years ago that they've come in and out of contact with for years. I have 3 important keys that will help you get through this. Okay, so the first one is to, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so hard, so crazy, is to let go of them. So I know how hard this sounds, and I know it's kind of like impossible to tell you to let go of your twin flame, but at the same time, it's so important. So some things that you can do to let go are to do a burning ritual, a clearing. So many people have said, I've cut the cord so many times with my twin flame, and I know I help people cut the cord with their twin flame, and until they really do the healing work on themselves, the cords can come back very easily. So what I did when I had a twin flame or twin flame energy, it turned out to be a counterfeit. The person I suspected was not quite right for me, was not actually my real twin flame, but he did mirror the qualities that I needed to help myself align with. So I count that as a twin flame energy until the real deal came in. So during that time, I actually went from being inward and depressed and like, woe is me, and trying to get him back and messaging him. And he told me to, we need to break this off to move on. But I actually started to go out doing things I loved. I went to the most interesting things I could find. Like, I went to crystal meetup groups and talked to people who talk to crystals. And I was like, this is so weird, but it took my mind off of the twin flame. I started to get really passionate about, animals. And so I adopted a little puppy, and she took so much of my energy and time and focus, which was a great thing, because when our focus is on, is it my twin flame? How can I get this person back? What can I do to, make this situation work? We can go a little nuts, and that nutso energy reflects through the twin flame mirror. So what are some things that you can do to make your life interesting, awesome activities you can throw yourself into, even if it's meditation or hosting, a prayer party at your house? I did a massage prayer goddess birthday party for a friend. It was awesome. So find your bliss in the small things. So I wanted to give you a clip that helped me during my intense heartbreak, which is from a movie that I think that everybody should see, called Swingers, if you haven't seen it already. Vince Vaughn is just so hilarious. So I'm gonna read this quote. At first, you're going to pretend to forget about her. You're not gonna call her. I don't know, whatever. But then eventually you really will forget about her. So, we're talking about letting go of our twin flame. Doesn't mean you'll forget about them, but I'm bringing this quote in. Here's where it comes. Mike says, well, what if she comes back first? Rob, see, that's the thing, is somehow they know not to come back until you really forget. Mike says, there's the rub. There's the rub. So letting go of them will help you remain clean. It will create a space that's not from need and scarcity, but it's from abundance and divine truth. And really, that's what the twin flame path is always about, is coming inward and coming outward. And right now it's time to come in and do the clearing, to clear ourselves, to create an incredible pedestal, platform, juicy bowl for your twin flame love juice to come in. And right now there's stuff that needs some letting go. Second secret is self-care. You guessed it. Self-care is one of the most incredible ways to boost up your feminine fire, your juicy, divine feminine energy. So things like taking a bath or taking a spa weekend trip, getting massages. What is it that you love to do for self-care? I am like full of self-care all day. And sometimes self-care is like a tiny little thing, like having the latest tea that just makes you feel like a goddess, and having a beautiful, teapot with a little votive candle, the little glass ones, and pouring yourself a tea ceremony. It could be something, like a soul vacation or a retreat, or signing up to work with a mentor that you're really thrilled to work with. Mother Nature is a wonderful resource. They say that, not they, but research has proven that just spending 5 minutes in nature actually slows down our vital signs. That's right, our heartbeat slows down, our breathing, our nervous system's like, Take time to get outside, get off your devices, and soak in that self-care energy from nature. All right, the third secret to become way magnetic to your twin flame, to help them come into a chasing phase for you. And this works every time with every client I work with, is being on soul purpose. So soul purposing is the secret. You have a huge soul purpose, and you were born into this lifetime as you, the perfect imprints, the perfect pain and childhood traumas you went through, and the sacred wound that you took on, so that as an adult, you can solve the problem from the inside and therefore start solving it on the outside. There's always a map in a mirror that's holographically reflected. I myself had some big bombs of low self-esteem, and here I am helping people around the world, women around the world, to boost their self-esteem. I also had a lot of unworthiness around having love and a relationship, and that's all I really wanted. And here I am serving people around the world to have that too. And we have such a ball, my husband and I, doing this work. So I would say that when we channel our pain, that's like chasing after a twin flame, we want to really say, okay, that's my pain. It's showing up through an addiction of love and feeling insecure and vulnerable. Let's do the healing work, yes, and working with a coach on abandonment and rejection. And that's a lot of the work that we do in our body of work. But even if you just have this space to focus on your soul purpose, being of service to others, planning for what you want to do. A lot of women are stuck at a high-paying, high-prestige corporate job, or something that brings them a form of security so they can have the lifestyle they want, and they feel really trapped. That can really crush our soul purpose. So whether you're in that situation or not, now would be a really great time, instead of chasing after love and feeling like you're going to be trapped forever, to start visioning or take more action if you have a successful business, to start building it more from your heart. Channel this pain into the soul purpose, and you'll so help so many more people. And this is going to be incredibly attractive to your twin flame, because your twin flame is your twin soul, your soul mirror, and your soul mirror is very connected to the soul purpose work that you're here to do. And I have seen it every time with my clients when they really dive deeply into their soul purpose, no matter how scary it is, their vision. A lot of our high paying clients are here to be speakers and teachers and leaders to thousands, maybe even millions. And that's not easy. That is really scary. Every time I do a video, I'm like, we never get over it. We get better at it. We get more confident, but it's still, it's still a challenge being here. This soul purpose work is a great opportunity to really combust and alchemically transform the old pain into our purpose, our pleasure, and power. So speaking of pleasure, I know that one of my pleasures was calling in a partner who pleases me and who is there meeting me for who I am and the soul purpose work that I do. I really care about especially single women, because I resonated with being that woman who was stuck and single and spinning her wheels for so long. Men too, but I do feel that women are the foundation. We're the visionaries for the twin flame union, and our twin flame counterpart, masculine, male or female, rises to the occasion. So I've compiled a list of the 22 top signs that you'll want to look for to create your twin flame relationship and have that divine reunion that will last. So many women are missing over half or maybe even more of these 22 signs. It's incredibly helpful to have this list so you know exactly what to look for, and I've put it in the link in the description box below. All right, I will see you for a next awesome or activation twin flame love bliss bomb in the next video. Namaste, namaskar.